Here's the difference between football managers and rugby managers when their team suffers a loss. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Now, I am on the road to 1,000 subs and it would mean so much if you haven't already hit that subscribe button. Hopefully you will find something in my videos that you'll enjoy. I do a large variety, mainly at the moment it's focused on sports, but I do TV shows, different comedies as well. We've got food as well going on. So if you can subscribe, it will mean everything to me. Anyway, let's get to the video. Now, as you can see, it's on the extreme end of things. It's José Mourinho, and I don't think you have to be a football fan to know the way he approaches things, let's just say. So let's give it a watch.
Jose, 3-1 defeat after a fabulous start. The game just got away from you there.
I have nothing to say.
Nothing to say about the game at all?
Nothing. I have nothing to say.
Nothing to say about
Don't want to be
the
gracious.
Lucas decision that left him on the pitch?
Nothing to say. I have nothing to say.
The Costa clash?
I have nothing to say. I'm so sorry, I have nothing to say.
Do you not think it's time to have a chat to the fans, just to give them some message, give them indication of your thinking?
The fans are not stupid.
We heard them chanting your name.
The fans are not stupid.
You did say before this game that you weren't worried. Are you a little bit more worried now?
No.
Hang on. Is this a subliminal, you know, when you're at school or whatnot and you've got your friend across the classroom and you know that
Worried about what?
Your future, your own position at the club, the backing of the board?
No.
Nothing about the game at all?
At all.
No individual performance you'd like to pick out?
No.
Nothing about the performance going ahead?
Nothing.
Nothing about the way we could fix it?
You've got to praise the interviewer for just on the top of his head thinking of different questions and they're basically the same questions but in a different wording.
I cannot say.
Thank you for your time, Jose.
Thank you.
What can we take from that? Now, one thing I always learn is Alex Ferguson was really good at this. As a manager, now, a good manager in football, this was always what I was taught, a good manager in football would never blame his team. Always blame other things, an outside interference, a bad referee, things like that can basically take the heat off your team. So Alex Ferguson was brilliant at it. You know, José Mourinho though, how many times when he was at Man United, for example, how the things he said about Luke Shaw, for example, and other players. And he's got no protection for his team. He does not give a damn about his teams, it seems. I don't necessarily like the way the interviewer was asking about his job. Not that they care the amount of money they make. They get sacked and get the rest of their contract paid. But yeah, so that's one thing I've learned. Always blame something else as a manager because you don't want to. You want to keep the morale of your team up. Because I'm sure the players listen, but this guy, what a clown. What an absolute clown. And he's probably going to be suffering the same problems now with Tottenham, how, you know, knocked out the Europa League and things. But it's I think that the problem is, and what we're going to see from the rugby interview, just you're being asked questions. How rude is he being simply to the interviewer who's doing his job? Maybe the fans want answers of why, you know, Chelsea weren't doing very well at this point. This might be the season, I can't remember, but this might be the season when basically all the players gave up playing for José Mourinho, I'm not sure. But it's the lack of respect, isn't it? And I've talked about this so much on this channel, the lack of respect. He's not respecting the other team that beat him. Liverpool beat them 3-1 by the looks of it. You know, he's not saying, well, the better team won. That's all he really has to say. I think our team could have done slightly better. There was a few things that we know we can do better. But no, he just refused to answer questions. Anyway, let's have a look at the rugby guy.
Stephen, you've just been shaking hands with victorious All Blacks. How tough to do that today of all days?
Yeah, not about us tonight. It's all about New Zealand. They thoroughly deserve to win. The best team all tournament, so congratulations to them.
Straight away, he is the captain of Australia, and they're talking about All Blacks. And I'm pretty sure there's a rivalry between Australia and New Zealand. I'm pretty sure if you hear an accent and you say, "Are you Australian?" and they say, "No, we're Australian." They don't like people thinking they're Australian. So there's definitely that rivalry. So think about the way he is saying, the better team won. You would not get that in football. Manchester United versus Man City, one of the teams wins. Do you really think the other manager's going to say the better team won? Their fans would be furious, I expect.
Congratulations to them. They played really well.
How disrupted were you by losing players early on in Kane Douglas and the creative talent that is Matt Giteau?
No excuses for us tonight. That's a World Cup final, so you deal with that stuff. What I am proud of is the effort we showed right through the 80 minutes. Sometimes you come up against a better team, and that was us tonight. And, they thoroughly deserve everything they get.
That is fantastic. How awesome is this bloke? I don't know who he is. I literally have no idea. But straight away she said how much of a big loss was it, not have, these players, whatever, getting injured or whatever they said. But he's actually not making it. He just said there's no excuses. I think he should know that, all the players that play should be capable. So he can't make excuses. He knows he can't make excuses. What he did was really good. The fact that he said, yes, the better team won, but his team played well. His team put the effort in. So he's acknowledging that his team didn't win. The other team were better. But he's keeping the morale up of his team by saying, well, actually, we did play well. We put in effort, but sadly it wasn't enough. So he's protecting his team at the same time.
When you played that 10 minutes that Ben Smith was in the bin, played it so well, narrowed it to just 4 points, did you start to believe?
Yeah, at half-time we talked about getting ourselves back into the game. I thought we did that. We gave ourselves a chance there, but, as I said, they showed their class there at the end. We just weren't good enough.
Hard lines.
Thanks a lot, and thanks to all our support.
I hate that term, hard lines. As a bowls player, I play lawn bowls, the amount of time people say hard lines. What do you mean hard lines? Say hard luck.
Supporters, sorry we couldn't do it for you, but thanks for coming out. Cheers.
And to top it all off, he acknowledged the fans. They're the ones that should be getting the applause. Same as football, it's the fans that pay the money that come and watch these guys. In a sense, it's the fans that pay these guys wages. Granted, TV and all that, but it still spans to people that are paying to watch these guys. What a contrast. Now, granted, like I said, José Mourinho is on the extreme end. He is on the far right, over there, of rude, arrogant, But generalising in this video, there is that difference. This guy, he said, yes, his team played well, but sadly the other team were better. And he applauded the fans. In football, you make all excuses. You'll get the odd manager that has a go at his team. Sometimes you get the Sheffield, I can't remember his name, but the Sheffield United manager that's just been sacked. He's had a couple of times where he said his team is just not good enough, which is a different style, because like I said, you normally protect your team. But yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting, and it just shows the difference that we've been talking about in all these videos that I've been doing related to rugby and football. So yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.